Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Wild Ones podcast. I'm Kara.
Patricia.
Destiny.
Destiny, where are you right now?
Oh, I'm in the middle of the ocean. You know, the middle of the Pacific Ocean somewhere. I actually don't know exactly where, but
I'm in the middle of the ocean. That's a
Yeah.
rare thing. That's exciting.
yes.
Are you enjoying the middle of the ocean?
I am enjoying the middle of the ocean. It's sunny, so you know, this Washingtonian is very excited about the sun.
Yeah. Get a little bit of your tan on since we can't get it here in Washington.
Exactly.
You have to bring that sun this way when you come back.
Okay, I'm gonna try to bring it back
fun.
bring it back up.
Yeah.
The Pacific
For real.
Northwest.
Because it's been raining and we don't like that.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, today is we're just gonna review Kiss by Claw and Fang, everybody. So last week we had Martina on. She was one of the actresses that played in that movie and co-starred with Evan. So we decided we're just gonna review it too, because it's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
So yeah.
So
Patricia, how are you?
all right. So Kissed was released February 15th of this year, 2026, and you can watch it on Reelshort. I don't know how many coins it takes because I had a whole bunch stocked up. So I'm sorry.
So lucky.
I can look it up and then we can post it somewhere. That way you guys have a general idea. So yeah. The characters that we have are Kelly, which was played by Judah Charbonnier. I think that's how you say her name. And Mia, who was played by Martina Monti. They were the two friends to Skylar Hill, who was played by Celine. I know I'm gonna say her name so wrong, but Planata. I think that's how you say it. That's how I say it. So, and then we have Brady Wilson, who is played by Joaquin Rodriguez. All right. And then we have obviously Hannah Lowery, who plays Ivy Stone. And then we have Ben Armstrong, who plays Zane Vale. And then, of course, we have our beloved Evan Adams, who plays Sebastian Moonflame. So,
yeah, awesome. Well, let's start with the friends. How do we feel about them?
Well, they weren't Ivy's friends, I feel like, but they were their own friend group.
Yeah.
I thought they were pretty good at being the mean group, though. Like, they did that pretty well.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
Yeah, I agree.
They did.
I definitely think that they definitely had a good group of people that like played that whole pack together, you know. No pun intended, but you know, played those guys together. And I think it probably helped, like Martina said, she's like friends with Celine outside of it. So like I feel like they kind of brought that into it too. And it was just like a really good dynamic between the three of them.
Yeah, for sure. And they really fed off of each other really well.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes you can tell where there's not that much, but with them you could really tell that they all like click together. And like Martina had said, her and Celine are friends. Mm-hmm. So you could tell by that little back and forth and how they would react back and forth to each other, the little like looks, glares, everything like that. It just works so good.
Yeah, it's almost like it's not like a romantic chemistry, like not chemistry in that sense, but like they did have that chemistry of like they played the mean kids really well together. And just they didn't it felt like they didn't have to act really hard to interact with each other, you know, like
that's what I liked about it too. It was that like it kind of brings you back. I think, you know, everybody's kind of references like Mean Girls, you know, like that little Regina George you know, click. And so I feel like they did a really good job of kind of being in that kind of scenario, you know. But yeah, I really liked their supporting of the whole Mean Girl clique. It was pretty good.
And then how they switched it up at the end.
Had the best part of all of it. Like she got the best gig of all of it for sure.
For sure.
Oh yeah. And if you listen to the previous podcast, you'll find out some fun tidbits about
Yeah,
that. But
yeah,
like, yeah,
yeah.
that was a
We
fun
liked
little
having those
unexpected
BTSs for
thing.
sure.
Yeah.
And then, how do we feel about Skylar Hill, Celine's character?
I mean, I feel like she did a pretty good job of being a
Yeah.
mean girl, you know, a
Yeah.
villain. She was pretty mean. That
Yeah.
whole like
Yeah.
van scene was really brutal.
That was brutal. Like that
I'm
was
like,
hard to watch.
It really was, for
yeah.
sure.
Like,
Yeah.
even though the car already like wasn't that great, so you were like, oh, okay, she has a car, at least it runs and it works. It's not nothing obviously fancy. It's just to get her from point A to point B. But then to add it on everything that they did, you're like, oh my god, it was
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's
That
like
was
that's
so
her
cruel.
home. Like that's where she lives. And
Yeah.
so they were like, they just really, it's like if you were gonna go like TP or egg somebody's house or something, like it's like,
Yeah.
man, that's her only space too. Cause like she was very like I don't think it really went into a lot of her background, like why she's living out of her van, right? And like high school,
No, it did.
essentially. Did it
Yeah,
talk more
at the
about
beginning.
that?
Yeah. It
I
was
must
her
have
mom
totally
was in the
forgot.
hospital or sick or
Yeah,
whatever.
her dad
and
had left
her dad
and
had
her mom was in the hospital, so to be able to
Oh
pay
yeah,
for
yeah.
the medical
She had to
bills, she
pay
had to
for her
sell
mom's bills.
everything.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
the
so she had to sell
typical
everything.
medical bills situation.
The
I
normal, my
know,
parent
of
is sick and
course.
I need to save them. I mean, I
Which
guess
has
at least she had a
never
van
happened
then.
in the world. Like, I've never heard of that scenario until I came into the vertical world. I was like, whose child pays for their parents' stuff? Like, what
Not
happened?
only that, like the nerd in me, like that's not how billing works. Like I've done care coordination and I've worked with insurance companies, I've worked with hospital billing. That's not how that works. But that's okay. Like this is
Yeah.
this is
Fantasy.
vertical world, and apparently that's how it works in vertical land. So
Well, and I love it. It's always like we have to stop treatment right now if you don't pay
yes.
$1 million.
Yeah,
And you're
Yes.
like,
you
what?
have to pay it or no more treatment. We're just gonna like, yeah.
To
Okay.
give you
Cut
5
off.
hours to come up with this, and then we're gonna be done with
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
It's like, that is not
Okay.
realistic.
At least they could have made it somewhat realistic. Be like, we'll give you a week, we'll give you a
Yeah.
month, but no,
Yeah.
it's like we're gonna give you 5 hours, and you got to
Yeah.
come up with this much.
Come up with it now, or like we're kicking you out of the hospital. No more. Like,
And
okay.
then her
But then
mom
Evan
being in
can't
the
swoop in
hallway,
and pay for it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's
just her mom having to be in the hallway. It's like
that was too much.
that didn't
for me.
make
I'm like,
no
come on,
sense.
really?
If she had to be hooked up and then she's in the hallway, like that means obviously she's gonna pass. So
I feel like verticals really test my imagination and my ability to like just try to immerse myself in that, because I'm so literal most of the time and like skeptical, and I'm like, that's not how that works. That would never happen. And I'm like, just enjoy the movie, watch it and just enjoy it.
Yeah. I have to do that to me too, because some of them I'm like, that is so unrealistic.
Yeah.
Can we just not?
Yeah.
Like her being in the hallway, I was like, if she was that sick, they would never do that.
yeah,
We can't just have him walk into the room. Like, what? Why are we gonna be in the hallway?
I know, especially like if she had to be hooked up and she was so ill.
Yes.
Like as soon as they unhooked her, she would have been gone.
All time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just thought that was the weirdest thing. I was like, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
You know?
That does.
It was weird.
But I do like that he just came in and saved the day and called her princess. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah. For sure.
Don't even get me started on how he says princess, because
I love it.
Yeah.
In
I love that they
everything.
put that Easter egg in Dirty Secret too.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like there are a
That's
couple
pretty
Easter eggs in Dirty Secret.
Oh yeah, there were
in my mind.
a lot.
Yeah, there were a lot of them. Yep. Anyway, back to Celine.
Yes. I think she did a great job.
Topic.
Yeah.
That went left.
She did
yeah,
good.
no, I think she did a great job being a villain too. How do we feel about her like with Ben? Like the whole end scene with Ben? No? No? Nothing?
I'm racking my brain. I'm like,
he walks out and kills her?
I
or
don't
quote
think he killed
unquote.
her.
Well, that's what they implied.
I think he just roughed her up a bit. That's
You think so? You think she's still alive?
yeah.
I don't
So
know.
I think he just roughed her up like quite a bit, or
Maybe.
maybe he could have.
Oh, but
turned
he's a
her away.
vampire.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so
if
here's the
you
thing.
guys do follow her on TikTok?
I do.
Yeah, I do.
Because she
Yeah.
posted something about that. It was like a response to a question or something. How like if there's a second one, she's hoping she'll be in it because she's like, I have some ideas about how I could still be in it. And I was
Yeah,
like,
I
oh,
saw that.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think it would be cool if because who's going to be the villain in the second one if she's not in it, right?
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah,
she has to come back. Like, that's
Yeah.
just
it would be
what
so good if she came back as a vampire. Because
that's what I was going to say. Like,
if
I think she should come back as a vampire and
yeah,
be like, the catalyst of Ben like wanting either the vampire or Ivy, right?
yeah,
Like there should be this
Hmm.
triangle that way. Though it would be interesting because it would pull him both ways. I would think it would be interesting to make this thing go even further if they put her Ivy and keep wanting to say Ben Zane together in that one and their whole like love story whatever, and then the third one she has to choose. You know,
Oh,
yeah.
so go to 3.
yeah, that's my
I mean,
thought.
I wouldn't complain if there were 3.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
either.
I mean, it's a long shot because they barely get two, but I feel
Yeah,
like
that's
that
true.
could be a whole thing.
But I think if it gets as popular as this first one did,
Hmm.
like,
Yeah,
because look at
Maybe it'll be the
Taming.
first 3-part vertical.
maybe
Three
Yeah,
that would
seasons.
be
Also,
fun.
this is a side note, but it drives me crazy how they say seasons because I'm like,
I know,
it's
me
a
too.
movie.
It's not
It's
a
a
yes.
season; it's
movie.
a whole movie.
It,
Anyway,
Yeah, I
that
agree
would
with
be
that.
interesting though, like a 3-part. Yeah, because I do feel like they tried in this to make Zane want Ivy, but like in my opinion, it just wasn't there, right? So like
Yeah,
for me, maybe it's just because I like Evan. For me, it was all about Evan and Ivy. Like I feel like Zane was kind of like in the background a little bit.
yeah,
Like
the third wheel.
he said like,
yeah,
yeah, I want her, but not really. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
back that
yeah,
up with some actions, you know? And
yeah.
yeah.
I
He
feel he
doesn't
wanted her
push.
because Zeb did. That's the only reason why. Or that's the feeling I got, right? Like I know it's like supposed to be this whole like mate thing, but
yeah.
it wasn't really. He didn't really want her until she started falling in love with Zeb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. It was something weird because even at the beginning, like when they first got to the school, and Seb's like, I want her, like I want to be partnered with her, and he's like, so do I. And when
Yeah,
it started, I guess, as like the rivalry, like the
yeah.
werewolf vampire rivalry, I guess. But I was like,
yeah,
I don't know. I'm not. So I feel like Zane, there is like a bigger story there that could be told. You know?
Yeah. I
yeah,
hope in the second one they go into like a little bit of the boys' background too, like
Yeah.
yeah,
how who they are, which
Hmm.
isn't normal for a vertical, so that may not happen, but
Yeah.
I'd like to know just like this much more,
yeah,
like
Well, because like they alluded to, like they have had this beef for a while.
yeah,
Like there's
yeah,
something
yeah,
going on between them for a long time.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like, okay, what is
But I
that?
think that's
Like,
kind of the whole like it started with Twilight. Like it's just like a whole thing,
yeah.
like a
yeah,
whole storyline that everybody goes with, that
Hmm.
God forbid they work together, God forbid they be friends or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like that's kind of normal, um but yeah, I mean I really feel like they should say a little bit more about those guys because then we can kind of get an idea of why she's their mate or whatever, or why there's this like rivalry between them, or why he can't be with her, or Seb can't be with her,
Yeah.
like,
Do
I
you
don't know.
guys
well,
think that like
it's
it's an
mentioned.
actual?
It's
Oh, go
mentioned
ahead.
why he can't be with her because the
Well, because she's a
the
witch, I
witches
get it.
the
Yeah.
witches attacked the pack.
Yeah, right. But then
So,
but that doesn't but for me that's like okay, that's cool, but he obviously like, well, I guess he kind of hints at the fact that he doesn't like witches, so maybe that's that's a whole different situation.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like though? So I felt like the movie was trying to say like that they were both somehow connected to her, like whatever. What was the term they used?
Mated.
Mated. Yeah, I guess for
Yeah.
both of them though. And so for me, I was like, oh, okay. So then I guess she does have to make this decision because what makes them both? I don't know.
That's what I'm
Because it even
saying.
says
Is
it
I
in the
want to
book.
know why. I want to know why they're
Especially
both
if
mated
like
to
the
her.
werewolves really aren't supposed to be
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
witches. Like, how would that come about then? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because there's
Yeah.
obviously this supernatural bond already that supposedly both of them have to her. And so
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay. I don't,
And
yeah.
who's the book? I want to know who's in the book that she has. You know, that
Oh,
that
her
Oh,
spell
mom's
book.
book.
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I want to know who's
Hmm.
talking to her. But that one said she had to make a choice. So obviously, somewhere in the cosmic
Yeah.
universe, of whatever this world is, somebody is making her make the choice. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's
Oh, that's
weird. I think it's
crazy.
interesting because I've never seen in any movies where both of them are like, you know, mated to the same person, you know? Like usually in some of the other verticals like cams or whatever, it's just
Yeah.
one, you know? And so I don't know.
Because
It's just
obviously
interesting.
it could be either one or both parents that are a witch, but I highly doubt it. So it could probably be one that is a witch, and then the other one is another. It could either be like secretly a wolf, secretly a vampire, and they had like that forbidden love. They went
Yeah.
behind everyone's back,
Mm,
had
Maybe.
Ivy,
interesting.
and
Yeah.
then she got more of the other parent, which is the witch.
Yeah.
So she has more of that.
Mhm.
That's why they're both drawn to her.
Yeah, but it hasn't
Yeah.
come out straight out that she is a witch. It's just because Seb assumed that
She
because
has a
she has the book.
yeah. That's what I'm
So
saying.
we don't really know if she really is. It's just that she can see what's in the book and he assumes it because she has the book.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like maybe she isn't in any of those things, and we're just all assuming that she is because
Well,
that's
then
the
wait. The mom
catalyst.
would have to be the witch because that's her mom's book,
Yeah.
the witch's book.
Mm.
That just popped into
Yeah,
my
but that
mind right
doesn't
now.
necessarily make her one, unless they're gonna go down the avenue of like she's the heir and it's genes or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't
Maybe.
know.
I don't know. I do feel like, I don't know. I felt like they really wanted us to think that. So either it's true or they're really trying to like pull a fast one
They're
on us. Cause like,
yeah.
you know, like if you look at, I don't know, you guys watched the Vampire Diaries. So like
Yeah,
Bonnie, she didn't know for, you know, forever that
yeah,
she came from a family of witches or whatever. So like,
yeah,
and obviously Ivy didn't know. So like, I feel like there is a good chance she is because she can see the stuff. I don't know. I don't know.
yeah.
But yeah,
It's hard.
it
Yeah,
is.
like I
Yeah.
agree. Like I'm just putting it out there, just like maybe possibly she isn't one
Yeah.
or maybe she can just see because yeah your point with Bonnie like it didn't really start until she started really like
Showing
looking
powers and
showing
like,
signs
yeah.
into
Hmm.
yeah so you know maybe you're right in that this is like the first thing of her being able to know that she is one at this
Hmm.
point you know but I don't know. I also was thinking like what if she's not one and they're just making us think that because
Yeah.
that's the catalyst of why Seb can't be with her you know.
Yeah.
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 So then it
Leaving
goes
those
back to the
little
thing of her
trails
being
for
human.
us to follow, just for it
Hmm.
to be at the end and be like, nope, we had you fooled. It's this.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be so
That's
annoyed. I'd
it.
be like,
Yeah.
what?
But then that's
I would be
also
annoyed
something
too.
that's not that I haven't seen in a vertical. I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys have probably, but I haven't
Yeah.
watched any outside of Evan. I haven't
Yeah,
really
me neither. So,
watched, so I don't know.
I know.
yeah.
I'm the only one. I know. It's you guys make me just come on. Like
No, I
Well,
need to. I just, you know what? I'm so cheap and I'm not patient enough to save a bunch of coins like Patricia. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I'll pay for a week and then I'll try to watch as much as I can. Cause then in my mind, I'm like, only the week because it'll be cheaper and I'll just watch a
yeah.
bunch, which I do. But then I'm like, I don't want to pay whatever $100 like up front for a
yeah.
year. Like to me, I'm like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah. I mean, if I could spare it, I probably would, though. No lie.
Yeah. I guess I better just start
It,
saving up coins,
I
it takes
know. That's
so
what
long
I
to
was
save up
like. I guess
coins.
now I know how to get them. So now
watch some
I,
ads, and do the
I'm
yeah.
I'm up to 50 ads right now to get coins. So each of those 50 ads is 15 coins. So I'm there just
Oh,
coins, coins, coins.
I get
That's
so
how I got so
impatient
many.
with the ads, but yeah.
Yeah. No.
I am too. So I just have it on. I go do something, and then once I hear it's over, go back, restart it, keep going. But okay, so now we're gonna talk about the character Brady Wilson, who was played by Joaquin Rodriguez. So, what do you guys think of Brady?
You can go first.
I mean, I'll just say, like, for me, so it's been a little bit since I've watched it. Like, I watched it when it first came out, like, repeatedly. I watched it more
Yeah,
than once, but then I haven't watched it because February feels like forever ago. And
it
so, like,
does.
the only people in my mind that stick out is obviously Evan and Hannah. So I'm like, Joaquin, who? Not in a
That's
bad way,
that's how
because
everyone is. Evan, I mean,
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think he was good in it, because I obviously don't have any recollection of being like, that guy wasn't very good, like,
yeah,
Yeah.
but I just obviously was a little focused on, someone else.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I feel like his acting was okay. It was much for me, kind of like Ben in Wrong Brother. Like he was just kind of okay.
just,
You know,
yeah.
I wasn't very impressed.
I'm like, so I have this thing, maybe it's just me with like the supporting, specifically the supporting male actors in verticals, like in Wild Ride, when Lydia gets to the party and then there's two creepy guys at the table and they're like, whatever, giving her a hard time. I think they were terrible, but they've also popped up in other verticals too. So like they're still getting jobs, but to
Yeah.
me, they just didn't do it for me. I was kind of like,
yeah,
like I could have done
Yeah.
without them.
Yeah.
And so like the male supporting cast to me, they just don't ever. To me, I'm just like, I feel like there could be just a little step up, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah. It could
I
be a
agree
hit
with
and a
that.
miss.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's definitely hit and miss. I agree. Like I feel like they definitely, I mean, and even supporting actors, like look at Evan in AOL, like you
Yeah,
can be a good supporting actor and support the lead roles,
yeah,
which is what all these guys should be doing. But like I don't know, that one guy really had, or Brady really had like a significant supporting role. Like I feel like he
hmm
should have brought
gave
that just a
more.
little
Yeah,
bit more.
yeah,
because like you
yeah.
couldn't
I
like
agree.
they said obviously he was the quarterback, but he
Yeah.
didn't give that vibe off.
At all.
Right.
Yeah,
No.
I didn't feel that whatsoever. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, like he wasn't tough. He wasn't that like normal. They never put him in an outfit that suggested he was the quarterback. They just said he was the quarterback. And so it was
Yeah.
like I just didn't
And like
feel I didn't feel
the
that.
only real thing was like, okay, the push-ups. Like, okay,
Yeah,
you can do push-ups. A lot of guys can do push-ups, doesn't make them a quarterback. Like
yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
if
yes,
you would have showed just a little scene with
yeah,
him in the football gear, him
Yeah,
throwing the ball a few times, like during a game or whatever, it
yeah,
would have
yeah.
showed more. But
Well,
yeah,
I feel
just
like
to
there's even
say it
like
and
that
not show it,
vibe. Like you talked about, there's like the vibe that they can put off, like the arrogance, like a little
yeah,
bit
yeah,
of cocky, like even just in the way they walk or like do
yeah,
certain things. And so maybe like all of that was just like a little bit
too much.
lacking. Like
Yeah.
it
yeah.
just, it's like, man,
Well, and
I
even
don't
when he
know.
threw a ball, it was the red ball, right?
Yeah.
Like so it wasn't even a football. You didn't even have like the
Yeah,
symbolism of it being a football.
Yeah.
yeah,
And so I
that's
just was
true.
like,
And then
you
like
could have
when
had
he
that whole
throws
gym
it,
scene be out on the field, is what I think should have happened, so that
yeah,
there was
because
at least this thought of like, oh, he is a football player, or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah, because
Uh,
when he throws it and the dodgeball and it goes towards Ivy, like obviously there's gonna be a difference between how you hold that ball and how you hold a football. And then when
hmm
yeah,
Evan catches it, he's like, "Oh, I thought you were a quarterback." Like obviously there's gonna be a
yeah,
big difference in throwing
yeah,
those like the different size balls. But
yeah,
yeah,
even then, it didn't look like it was. It didn't make it look like it was like a real genuine throw, just like
Right.
a
Yeah.
little fake throw for the movie,
Yeah.
where it could have been
They
done
weren't
a
far
lot
enough
better.
apart. They weren't far enough apart either.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
kind of my beef with that scene. Was like they're what 50 feet apart from each other. Like
yeah,
there's,
Yeah.
I don't know. The ball one would have gotten there faster, and two, like it just didn't seem like he threw it that
with
hard for as
force.
close as they were. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, it felt like
it was
that
like a
scene
kid
was
throw.
like only
Yeah.
there to like they had to like put in a scene. They're like, well, we got to put something in where like Seb's gonna rescue her, save her,
Yeah.
Yeah,
so like how are we gonna do that? Oh, and it was almost like an afterthought, like let's just do this real quick,
Yeah.
then Evan
yeah,
can flip, which of course he has to flip, but
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay, yeah, it was like a little bit, it probably wasn't needed,
Yeah.
yeah,
except for they needed a scenario where he could like, I guess, save her from something.
yeah,
Yeah. 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 Well, I mean, they had a couple of them though, like her at the with her at the van or whatever. I mean, they could have
Yeah.
just left it at that, you know? Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Mhm.
I feel like I don't know, that scene just felt so awkward to me. There
Yeah.
was just so much about it that did not like seem
Yeah.
real, you know? And so it was just kind of like you're saying, like an afterthought, you know? I don't know. I was a little disappointed in that scene.
Yeah.
Though I don't mind Evan flipping. Like I'm okay with
Right.
that. But
I know whenever I saw like the BTS before that came out, I was like, yes, I can't wait for that scene.
I know. Did you guys ever see the BTS of like Ben throwing him down like in that
yeah,
Yes.
like I love that too. I like seeing when they're like in character like that but behind
Hmm.
the scenes and then
Yeah.
like they to see how they come out of that mindset, because Ben
yeah,
had to be like really angry, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
I just love seeing
Well,
like
just
the
like
side but
there was the BTS about when he grabbed Ben, where were they?
in the
And he
bathroom.
like, yeah, the bathroom.
Yeah.
And that was intense too. And I
Yeah.
saw that obviously before it came out, and I was like, I don't know, that seems like really intense, man. Like, why is he so mad? And like,
Yeah.
obviously now I get it, but I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. But yeah,
I was talking to Halston about like how they go in and out of scenes like that, like where it's just so intense and so
yeah,
like brutal or whatever, right? We were talking about One Wicked Night, and he was like, you have to like as an actor, you have to like come out and like center yourself again and however you choose to do that,
yeah,
and I was like, that has to be hard.
that's
Like it
gotta
has
be
to be
difficult. Yeah.
difficult to like be in such a like an intense moment
Hmm.
and make it believable and make it real so
Right.
whoever's watching it is real. But then also your brain having to work through the fact that this isn't real. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And like
like
go back and
so I don't
forth.
know. Yeah, and he was
Well,
Hmm.
like
he
it
has
was
to do
difficult.
that in
But
Fight Dirty because he's
yeah.
a fighter in that one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was
So
gonna
to
say.
go
Like he has to
from
go in and out.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's where it started was I was asking him about that character and how it felt about that and
Yeah.
yeah, he was like well he also like posted something about it too about like having to stay in character and what it's like to like be focused and center yourself and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
so that's kind of where it came from too. And I was just curious because it's like if you think about it, like in both the scenes that we're talking about in Claw and Fang, like or that one scene in the hospital where Evan's just absolutely angry,
Hmm.
like
oh
it's
yeah,
this like that's so intense, and so like how do you go from like that intensity and just being like nah to
Yeah.
be like coming out of it and being like, oh, it's just another day, like
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know, like that
Crazy.
has to you have to like
Hmm.
that's what makes them great actors, but like still, I mean, I feel like that would be really hard,
Yeah.
so but anyway,
so,
yeah.
so now on
Yeah.
to Hannah Larry's character Ivy Stone.
I mean, we love Hannah.
Yeah,
She
of
did
course.
great. And like I already was like, cool. I already think her and Evan have great chemistry. They work well
Yeah,
together. I'm like, this is
Yeah,
gonna be good.
yeah,
She was
100%.
good.
How do we feel about that her dream scene with him?
Well,
uh, I
I
think what we're
mean,
thinking
here's why
can
I
be
asked.
appropriate for this.
Here's why I asked, because we know about Pucked, right? And that whole scene. So,
Let me give you started with Puck.
and yeah. But, that scene was kind of spicy,
Yeah.
so I feel like, the chemistry between them still seems to be pretty good in comparison to the two. They still kind of like have that like really hot like
Yeah.
gravitational pull to each other when it comes to
Yeah.
those kind of scenes.
And that
Yeah.
just shows how much of a trust they have in each other
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
those types of scenes.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I
With-
think
Yeah,
that's
that's true.
Yeah, because sometimes you can have a great scene partner, you can have all this, but when it comes to those types of scenes, you can only put so much trust into them before
Yeah.
you fully feel comfortable and okay, I fully trust this person with this scene.
Yeah.
So
And I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
agree.
it helps that they've done it before. So
Yeah.
it takes a little less pressure, or for me, I don't know if I'd use the word anxiety, but like it would take a little bit off of that.
anxiousness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to be like, we've done this before, we know that, it's worked well, and like, that kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
because I think
Yeah.
it translates really well. Like, I think they do a good job with those together. So,
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I don't know that I like the whole like his the only thing I didn't like about that was like his eyes rolling back and him going for her. Like that was the weirdest thing for me.
Yeah.
yeah.
And her, like her just being kind of there,
Yeah.
with her hands up. I was like, that's I don't know about that.
It's a dream. Maybe it's,
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe that's what it is.
I
We can
mean,
only hope.
like the whole when both her, well, all of them, her and Zane and Seb, when they were doing the whole weird, like the mated thing with the colors and thing, and then
Oh
the ears
yeah.
came out, the Snapchat
Yeah.
ears. I had a hard time with that one. I struggled with that one. I was like trying so hard, but I was like, can we just not with the ears? Like,
I know. As soon
whatever.
as
Give
he
Do
him
better
was
in the
like,
taken
second
out,
one.
yeah, give
They
him
have
like
to do better in the
weird
second one.
claws. Give him the like sharp whatever teeth. Change his face. I don't know, but like the ears, I
yeah.
was like, ugh.
Yeah. I would even handle like the whole alpha thing that he had, the movie. Like
Yes.
I could handle him turning into a
Yeah.
that kind. But
Yeah.
like the whole ears and the like they didn't even really give him teeth either, So it's
No,
No,
like
they
what
didn't.
I don't know. It just
because
didn't
then
feel
didn't
very
they both end up biting her?
Yeah,
yeah.
they both bit her at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was like, yeah, but they didn't really give him like, which
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that I get it. They don't want to like muddy the waters because like there's a vampire there too, so he has to have the teeth, and then I guess
Yeah.
Yeah.
he has to have the ears. But I was just
That's
like,
true.
I don't know. And then I was just thinking like how I would be if I were her. I'd be like, I'd feel so awkward if both of them were like at my
Yeah.
neck like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but that was a dream though. So it wasn't the actual like it wasn't them actual, but like also I would feel awkward too. Like
yeah. Well, I'm
you're
just talking
just
about like
standing
filming
there
that
with two
scene.
guys.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Like how many times do we have to do that scene? And then how like weird would that be,
Oh my gosh. Okay, going based off of what Martina said of like a lot of these scenes being only one take, like
That's
can
true.
you imagine
Yeah.
trying to like
Yeah.
nail all of that in one take?
I would probably start laughing, honestly, because that whole
For me
thing would
too.
I would just start laughing, I think, because
Yeah.
it would be awkward, but also funny. And then also,
Yeah.
like, and then if you watch it back, because obviously they're not going to see like the ears when they're doing that
Yeah.
scene, right? You'd have to
Yeah.
watch it back to see. And then, like,
Yeah.
I would love to see their reactions when they watched that, like, post production, like, oh, that's how that turned out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how they see it, because like for that, going back to like the sex scene or whatever, like or almost he's just doing all that with none of the stuff on his face,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the watch back, like you're saying, I
Mhm.
wonder how they feel like how he feels about it, because
Like
then
he's
like
just watching all of a sudden
he's
these
just
ears pop
standing
up and he's like, okay, wait.
there.
Nobody
Like,
told me
that's
they
what
were
I'm
gonna look
saying,
like
like it's
that.
such awkward.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm like so curious as to what he thought about those ears because
Someday We should
Ask them
ask
in the Discord.
in the
Oh yeah,
Discord
ask
the
in the
next Q&A
Discord.
next Friday.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Well,
gotta ask.
Yeah.
we don't even know if he's actually watched it either.
Well, that's true.
Because
Well, I'm a
some of
mod. I
them,
can just put it in there.
Okay,
yeah.
somebody
So some of
put
them
a
don't even
screenshot
watch
in
their own stuff.
or screen record.
Yeah.
What do you think about your ears?
Yeah. I think, yeah, that's a good question. I should screen record it and be like, how you feel about these ears, Ev?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't feel those ears.
We're not
Actually, we
feeling
should
it.
ask if Evan Moore watches all of them too, which I'm sure he does, but like
Well, that's a good question too.
I would like to see his
imagine
reactions.
probably.
I'm sure
Yeah.
he does, but yeah, it'd be interesting.
I'd like to see like reactions from them too. Like even if it's
Yeah.
just like a part of it,
Yes.
you know? Like
I think so too. Like the reactions would be so good because they film it in such a short amount of time that it's
Yeah.
probably just a blur, like
Yeah.
filming. And then
Yeah.
obviously it goes to post production, they put everything together. So then seeing it probably has to be like kind of a weird experience.
Yeah. But I
Oh,
have seen that Evan will go behind like the camera and
Yeah.
see scenes behind the camera. So
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he probably, and then Evan Moore's like recording them. So I feel like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
got to see some of them, you know.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I'm just curious about those ears because
I really want to know too. I'm
we
totally
all
beginner now.
do
Yeah.
not like those
Because
ears.
they moved a lot too. They were like
Yeah, they did.
moving and stuff, and
Yeah.
I was like,
Like
could
it
at
was
least
just
make them
so
stay still.
unrealistic.
Yeah, it really
Like,
was. It's so
Their ears, okay, they'll move, but not as constantly as they
Not
did
like
in
that.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like
100%.
in Dumbo, like flap the ears. That's
Yeah.
what it felt like.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for saying it, but that's
Yeah.
what it felt like. Ugh.
They kind of were big on him. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
They
Let's
kinda
just
were.
hope that this next one has better ears and they look good. They
Yeah.
don't flop around as much.
They'll
Just
flop
saying.
around.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
So,
Well, how did we feel about Ben?
yes.
I don't
He's
like I kind of said it before. He
I
just
don't know.
I felt like there was so much missing from his
Yeah.
character and his story that he was a little bit just in the background, like almost
Yeah.
like a supporting character to me.
Kind of like cold and standoffish.
Yeah.
A little.
Like
Yeah.
I felt like if there was like this supernatural bonding, you were mated to somebody or whatever they call it, like there should be more. You should fight for that a little bit more than he did. And maybe he has his reasons for it. They just weren't obvious to me. And I
Yeah.
just was like, of course she leaned towards Seb because like he's the one that's like actually fighting
Showing
for
it.
that and going, for it and like showing her like, yes, you're whatever who I want to be with and I'm gonna protect you and I'm gonna take care of you and all of these things. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, but also in the realm of like supernatural with vampires, they are very cold and standoffish though. So like I feel
True.
like that's a characteristic of that of what a vampire is, but also like I feel like they like you're right, like they kind of made it a little bit more so where he's very like very standoffish. And I mean it wasn't until like the bathroom scene or like Seb going on when he turns into the wolf and he's like almost gonna hurt her,
Yeah.
it wasn't until kind of those interactions or her running to him after he breaks up with her, like it wasn't until
Yeah.
those reactions until he really like showed that he
Yeah.
cared about her more than just being like I want her because you want her,
Yeah.
that kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah, I guess I do feel like in the beginning it was more of like, I want her just because you said you want her. Like, we're
Yeah.
rivals and so I don't want you to have what you want kind of thing.
yeah
And then it did maybe turn into more of like, oh, okay, I actually
Yeah.
do maybe like her.
Yeah.
So
But he didn't spend any time with her other than when Seb was a dog.
Yeah.
So like how would he know how like they spent more time together than
Yeah.
him and her did, So like I also feel like they didn't really have that much chemistry in that way, or the characters didn't have that much chemistry in that way because there was no time spent with them, and so
Yeah,
it was
that's
just him
true.
like reacting to everything that was happening
Yeah.
rather than actually. And I realized like they did that whole scene with him being with Seb being a dog and stuff, but like it still didn't translate to where, oh, I'm going to be in love with you for the rest of my life. To me,
Yeah.
you know, like I still felt like that was like just the beginning. Um, but at that point, you
Yeah.
had already like fallen in love with the fact that her and Seb were going to be together. So it was kind of
Right.
like it was kind of placed wrong. You know,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I do feel
Yeah.
like they just whatever if they wanted Zane to really want Ivy, I feel like they just didn't it didn't come across like that,
Yeah,
maybe. Like they
Yeah.
didn't
yeah,
put enough in there for that to happen. Like you said, they didn't spend a lot of time together. They didn't there wasn't a ton of interaction between the two. And like and if anything, most of the time he did do things on purpose just to sabotage Seb. Like, you
yeah,
know,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I guess Seb did that kind of too, but yeah, it was like, oh, okay, well, you know, turning the dog thing and then the
yeah,
whatever, you know. So, I
yeah,
mean, yeah, I just feel like it wasn't there. And maybe for me like the chemistry between Evan and Hannah is so good too that that's just like in my head I already have this preconceived notion of like, oh, they're so good together, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe that influences my opinion a little bit. But
Well, you haven't seen because you haven't seen some other ones. She was in one with Ben, like something about if love is a sin, then I'm gonna go to hell or something, I think is what it's called. And they were
oh,
really good in that one together.
yeah.
Like Ben was excellent in that one. But in this one, that chemistry for me, you know, and if Ben and Hannah, if you're hearing this, I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
that chemistry did not come back to this.
Yeah.
Like I was
Yeah.
expecting that
Yeah.
chemistry in this one. And I know Evan and Hannah have that, but I was hoping that like the chemistry from that movie of those two being
Hmm.
together would be in this one. And so then you'd have
Yeah.
this like really intense three-way thing with them because she's already acted with them
Yeah.
previously,
Yeah.
you
Because I
know?
feel
And
like that
so
would have made the whole three-way thing a little bit more believable and a little
Yeah.
yes.
bit more like she actually has to make a choice. Because it didn't
Yeah.
really feel like she really had to work that hard to make a choice the way it was
Yeah.
set up. And maybe
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's on purpose. I don't know. Like maybe they this whole time were hoping for a second one and they're trying to set things up. So
Yes.
I'm always trying to like give them the benefit of the doubt there,
Yeah.
but that's why I'm just like, but if it's purely based off of what we've seen, I'm like, I just it wasn't there for me between Zane and Ivy. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on.
No, I agree. I think it was just kind of fell a little short and
yeah,
Oh, the charger's not done.
a little behind on where yeah, like there was just no like no scenes with them where that was like an intent. Like the bathroom scene felt awkward too because she at that point still hadn't spent any time with him.
yeah,
And that
Yeah.
was like, okay, so she's gonna decide that he's hot right then and there. Like
yeah.
it just didn't make you
Yeah.
know? Like
It
When
didn't make
he's
any
like
sense.
in the bath, wasn't he fully clothed?
no.
No.
No, he
He
had his
was
shirt
just
No.
off in that.
it was
Yeah, he
under
had
the
his shirt off in
water.
that.
He had
He
his
was in
shirt
the
off. Okay,
purple. It
the
depends on where
purple
you look,
water,
but he was in
right?
the
Okay,
purple, bluish water,
Yes.
depending
yes,
on where you're looking at
Because
yes,
it.
in some of the BTS, you can see that it's purple, and then in a few other ones, it's blue.
it's
Ooh,
blue.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
So
different colors. Okay,
So
yeah,
weird. Yeah.
I
maybe
don't
But
know.
that one's
It's like
more
nonetheless,
a
than one
stupid
take.
dress thing.
but can we just talk about that for 20 seconds? Like, why do we need to have colored
What's the
water?
blue
Like,
water?
what's the blue water? Why? What is that? Like, that has never been a thing ever in
I have
vampire,
no idea.
nothing. Like, I have never ever seen that. And I've been in the vampire world since Twilight, and I've never seen
And
it.
like the bathtub, like coffin,
Yes.
hello, like maybe in the basement. I don't know, like, but
Yeah.
purple water in the bathtub in the bathroom. I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I didn't
That was
understand. I
just
didn't
so
understand.
awkward and
Yeah, it
weird.
did. That whole scene was
I
weird.
didn't either because then just again me being like so literal, I'm like, he never came in the bathroom, right? So like, why'd you even climb in the bathtub then? Like, what's the difference if
Exactly.
you're standing there behind the door or you're gonna climb in the bathroom? He not like
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's still gonna see you even if he does walk in, no matter where you're standing. So like
Yeah.
it
Well,
would look
and
worse actually if you're in the bathtub with him.
Right?
right, which was the whole point of that, right?
I'm like,
But
oh
like,
my gosh.
yeah, it just didn't make any sense. I was like, why is she hopping in there? Like, there's
Yeah.
no, she's fully clothed. Once again,
Yes.
just like in Pucked, she's fully clothed and jumping into the water. Like,
Yeah.
and yet they didn't do anything. At least in Pucked, she got a little, you know. But
Yeah.
like in
Yeah.
this one, there was no like, there was
There's
no,
nothing.
there was nothing. It was
Nothing.
just like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna
Yeah.
do? Like, come on,
You
man.
peer pressured her into it.
Yeah. Well, and like she's like he's cold or whatever, which I was
Yeah.
like, we already know that.
Yeah.
You know. So I don't know. It was just a weird scene. And then him, I think it would have been better had Evan walked or Seb walked in, right? Like it would have made
Yeah.
for a much spicier scene, I think,
Yeah.
that. But then I don't know. Then he wouldn't have found the book, and you know, so all the rest of it
Yeah.
wouldn't have happened. But
Yeah.
I think it would
That's
have been
true.
a hell of a lot funner if he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little more tension there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Of being like,
now,
why are you in there with him? I thought we were or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, like
yes.
I think it would have been a much easier or you know, or maybe she slips and falls on him and kisses him. I don't know, you know how they
That
make
might
Like
have
they
been more
did in all the
believable
verticals.
too.
Slip on the imaginary water that's on the ground already.
Yeah.
Fall into the tub.
Or your own foot, you know? Like
Your
Yeah.
own butt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tip on the imaginary stick
Exactly.
that's on the floor, you know?
yeah.
A little divot that's right there. I don't know. Something.
Exactly. Like I feel like it would have been I had they left her out of the tub and made her like fall in, I think it would have been a little
Yeah.
more exciting, you know, rather than her just jumping in because he's at the door, you
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
I thought she got pulled in.
Or maybe she got pulled in. I don't remember. Sorry, people.
Sorry.
been a
Hold on
minute.
just a second.
I think okay. So now on to our favorite actor, Evan
Start the
Adams
show.
as Sebastian Moonflame. What do you guys think?
Well, I think you already know what I think.
Everyone knows what we think.
I mean, I feel like he did a really great job with that character.
Yeah.
Minus the ears, I think he did a good job at being like me, like
Oh, those ears.
being the angry and like I he's so like growly and like brooding
Yeah.
that I feel like that works so well for him, you know?
Yeah.
And I definitely enjoyed the fact that he got to be a little bit more emotional in it too, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like I really liked the tension and like the conflict between him and Ben in this one. I feel like he did that really well because he's done other ones where he's supposed to be angry or he like beats somebody up or whatever. But
Yeah.
this was like so good. Like the emotion was there and it was
Yeah.
like really, you know, I thought he did
Yeah.
really good in this one.
Yeah, me too. I think he really nailed the like emotion and the anger behind because I don't know what it is with them having like werewolves be so angry all the time, but like I don't get it, but like at the same token they have to have some reason to change, I guess, but like they can change all the time, but it's that like lifelong of like you change when you're angry, but
Yeah.
I still feel like he did a really great job of like making that feel intense and making you feel like you can feel what he's feeling, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Yeah. And I felt like he really fought for Ivy. Like he really showed with his words and actions, like this is who I want and I'm gonna go for it. And like nobody's gonna stop me, you know?
Yeah, 100%. I also really like the little things, like the Seb scene, you know, where she's like, okay, I don't know what she says, I don't remember, but he's like, oh, Seb or something. Nobody's ever called me that. And I just thought that was the cutest little scene. I was like, oh, like there's this like little thing happening where he's like, okay, I think I kind of like this person, you know? Like, so I don't know. I liked all those little things too of like him like dipping her down and like, you know, all the little things, which he's always really good at when he does his characters. But this one seemed to have just like a little bit more of like emotion in that way, you know?
Yeah.
But I think he did great. I think it was a good character for him. I could not see him as a vampire. I tried to like somebody asked me earlier in the day today of like they recasted Twilight if he would be a good Team Edward or a good Edward. And I was like, nah.
I don't think so.
I can't.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think I see it. I mean, you know, it's just too I still think he looks good as a werewolf and
Yeah,
plays that
I think
really
werewolf
grovelly.
fits better.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
plays a
Plus he's
vampire really
tall.
well in Vampire Academy. No,
Yeah, but
not Vampire System.
I still can't see it though. Like he did good in that, but it just didn't
I think
fit
because it
very
was
well.
so long ago and the way he looked then fits so well.
So
As
yeah,
to now, how he looks now,
yeah,
you can't see it. You can see him
yeah,
as like a werewolf. Oh, for definitive for sure.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
as a vampire, no, because he just
yeah,
doesn't have like he looks good, but he
yeah,
doesn't have that vampire type look.
yeah,
Unless
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what they're
like
gonna go for, but he just doesn't
yeah.
have it.
Is it just me or is it like because I think the vampire look is more like in my head I'm equating it to like this is gonna sound weird, but like elves in Lord of the Rings, like a little bit more elegant, like tall, slender, like very fair skin. He like tans really well. He's muscular. He's like, a little
I've
bit
never watched
more
that movie.
gruff. What? Okay, that's a
Really?
whole nother
You never
Yeah,
discussion.
see that? Oh my gosh.
I've never
Okay,
watched any of the Lord of the Rings.
That is a travesty. Those
that
are
Yeah.
really is.
genius.
Even when
Okay,
you
Oh,
guys were
well,
talking about Vampire Diaries, I'm like, I don't know what you guys are talking about because I've never watched that
no.
either.
Well, we're gonna work
oh
on
my
that.
god.
Yeah, I will add it to my
I don't
list of
even know
stuff
how
that
to
I need to watch.
react to that. I don't
What?
even know what to say.
Yeah, I
Look,
didn't watch
Vampire
that.
Diaries is like Noah watched it. Like Vampire
I
Diaries is
know. I
just
know Noah watched it.
like I that was my show, man. Like
I
and
didn't
Ian
watch it.
Somerhalder is
Yes.
beautiful in
Oh,
that
yes,
show.
yes, yes. Yeah.
Like you can't go wrong with that. That whole
No.
like that came out like in the era of like Twilight and
Yeah. See, I watched
my god, it
Twilight.
was like that
I watched
I
that
want a
one.
sexy vampire like that. Like
Yeah.
See, but that was like
Well, Patricia,
then.
you have a lot of minutes to watch because between Lord of the Rings and Vampire Diaries, that's a lot of watching.
Aren't those like super
So,
long movies?
Lord
yeah.
of the Rings is almost 3 hours, I think, for each of them, and
What?
then
And there's
Oh,
more. There's,
damn.
you got The Hobbit, and
The
then you've got all
Hobbit,
the,
and yeah, I
yes.
mean it goes on and on. But if the three main ones are
Yes.
close to, I think they're 2.5, 3 hours, and then but they're excellent. They're so
They're so
good.
good.
I know
Yeah.
my kids
Oh,
have
and
watched
then
them. I just haven't.
I think you
Well,
should.
put
I
it
think
on
you
the
should jump
list.
on that train.
Yeah. I gotta. It's already on my list of 20 items that I need to watch.
If you really have to choose, I would choose Vampire Diaries first so that you
Okay.
understand the what we're saying, but
Yes.
and because it's
Yeah.
just so good. Like it's just so
Like
good.
I've heard of all those actors, and I've heard of they started on Vampire Diaries, and I'm like, oh okay, and I'm like,
Yeah. You
maybe
got to
I should
watch it.
probably watch them, but then I'm like, no, if I have the time, I'll
Should for
watch it.
sure.
But it's how
Yeah.
many years later, and I still have yet to watch it.
It's okay though. They're still just as good.
Yeah.
Oh
You'll
yeah.
like it.
I mean, if
They aged
Noah
very
watched them
well.
like last year, then I'm pretty sure I can still watch it.
No, they aged well. Vampire Diaries aged very well. It
Oh
was
yeah, for sure.
oh,
Nina? Well,
Nina,
yeah. Anyway, okay.
yeah. I mean, the whole show is just excellent. Like it just
Yes.
grabs you for every season.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
the ending is so good.
Oh
Like of all the
man.
endings I've seen in most of the
And
2000s.
very few movies or TV shows have ever like made me cry. That's one of them.
Yes,
That is one of them. Like
yeah.
actually, like with
Dawson's
tears and
Creek
like
made me
yeah,
bawl, and that one made me bawl.
yeah.
Like,
See,
oh,
Dawson's Creek is on my list because I've never watched the whole thing either.
Okay, I haven't seen that either though.
what?
Okay.
Oh,
See, so I'm glad I'm not alone.
have you seen
Yeah.
One Tree Hill?
No.
No.
Oh my God! Get out of here! What is wrong with you guys?
But I know Chad Michael
This is
Murray's in it. I know
classic
Sophia Bush is in
2000s.
it. And I know what's her name? I know she's in Hallmark movies now. Bethany Joy Lenz. I know she was in it.
Well, yeah.
You guys are killing me. Now I just feel alone.
I'll watch it
Yeah, here I thought we
eventually.
were all
Oh
as
yeah, I'll
one,
watch
and
it
it's just
eventually.
not the case.
Uh,
Well, anyway, I
anyways,
think Evan should have been in that era. I think he would have been
Yes.
he would have
Yeah.
done
I
so
agree.
well
so
in that
good in
era.
the early 2000s era. Like,
Yeah.
He would have done so well, so
Would
good.
have
he's
been
so
so
like
good.
98 to like 2010 coded, like
He
He
really
is.
is.
like that
It's
whole
so
era of
crazy.
movies of early 2000s night,
Yep.
like She's All That kind of era of TV, 10 Things I
Yep.
Hate About You.
Yeah.
That whole era of TV and movies, I think he would have.
He would have fit perfectly.
Brilliant.
Like you wouldn't even know. You just like
Yeah,
plop him in there, and he would have just fit
Yeah.
right in.
yeah, he was.
100%. Yeah.
He was
He
for
was
sure.
born in the middle of it.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey.
Just so sad. But yeah, I keep thinking that it would have been so good to see, because it was it keeps coming up because a bunch of stuff came up with Heath Ledger's birthday, and then it was the 27th anniversary of 10 Things I Hate About You, and I was dang, like he really would have been really good in this kind of era of like
Yeah, he would have.
like rom-com era that movies were that they don't make anymore that are really good,
Yeah,
So,
for
He would
sure.
have been good. But
yeah.
for now, we'll take him in the verticals.
We'll take him like this.
And then
Any which way, we'll
all
take
of the
him.
new projects coming
Anyway.
up, because there's
Yeah.
just keep
Oh my
getting
god,
better.
there's so many.
There
This year's gonna
is.
be great, man. Like,
My goodness.
there's so many. He's got like what, 7 already coming out?
Yeah.
Like, I'm
I
so
think
It's
so.
gonna be a
excited.
good year.
It's gonna be a great year
It's
for
going
all
to
of
be
us.
a
That's for
great
sure.
Evan year. Great
Yeah.
Evan year.
It is.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I feel like, he's working so hard, and like it's all gonna pay off once they all
he's
come
gonna
out.
It's gonna
going
be
to
so good.
He's going to be traveling, I think, pretty soon. If I remember
He's in
correctly.
New York. He left to New York on his birthday. He's in New York filming The
That's right.
Vertical.
That's right.
Ah.
Yeah, I
think
couldn't
they'll be
remember if
there
it was
for
New York or if it
2
was
weeks.
somewhere else. And I was going to say New York, and I was like, I don't want to be wrong, so I'm just going to say he's going somewhere.
Somewhere. Yeah, I think I
he's
saw it
gonna
in the
be-
Discord, maybe.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I was told.
Oh, because
before
Evan
he
Moore
was in
said
the
that.
Discord.
Yeah.
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 Well,
But
somebody
He's going to
told
be
me
over there
that
for 2
before.
weeks, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, he'll probably be on for 2. Well, because most verticals are 12 days. Like,
Yeah.
that's normal. So my guess
That's
is he'll probably
crazy.
be there.
I know, and
Yeah.
they're only having like 1 day off and then
Mhm.
going right
In
back.
between. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's normal. Well, and I mean, but that seems to be the thing now, because Noah was talking about that, and then Cam also
said it
he just
before.
ended today his 20 days, and he only has tomorrow off, and then he goes back Monday for a new one.
That's why, because
Yeah.
20 days, when he said that 20 days, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, for taming. That's right.
Yeah, for taming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can believe
Yeah.
that.
So I mean, I feel like, these guys are worked back to back to back, and
Yeah.
I think they should at
Crazy.
least get a couple of days in between. Like, Jesus, 1 day is not enough.
I know.
Yeah, like
I mean,
know,
at least they're young enough to do it.
to be able to
I
handle
know.
it compared to when you're like a little older, where you're like,
Uh-huh.
I need a few days to recover from my recovery,
Yes.
and then
Exactly.
we'll
sure.
go to the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real. For real. I know. It's so interesting, because I was thinking, like, what if with him shooting the 2 weeks at night with One Wicked Night, like he had to change his whole schedule around, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then he had like 1 or 2 days off, and then went to a regular schedule going again. Man, my brain would be like, hell no, I need a week. I've been
No
falling
way.
downstairs and being pushed
But I
around,
think-
man. I need a week to recover.
I think having the baby, because like
Oh,
help
there's that
adjust
too.
to your schedule, because
Yeah.
that's the
true.
schedule I'm still currently on, and it can be a bitch.
Oh,
But-
man.
It's still pretty good. So
Yeah.
I can adjust to just sleeping 2 hours, and then I'll be fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I just
he's
need
got
my
to go do
sleep.
some major stuff when he's working. Like we
Yeah,
don't
that's
really
true,
have
too.
that.
Yeah,
That's
I'm not
true.
doing those stunts. Come on now.
Yeah,
Like
we're
that
not falling
and
downstairs on purpose.
memorization and like, yeah.
What?
You guys didn't hear that?
No.
What?
Okay, then. If you guys didn't hear it, then it probably didn't get picked up on there. It just came out, and hopefully it's not. You can't hear it.
I didn't hear
Okay.
anything.
Okay.
Uh,
We're gonna go with that.
I'm just praying it wasn't picked up. Because
well, I'm definitely gonna go back and hear it.
it will be so embarrassing.
I love that you're just like, I have no filter.
Oh, it just came out. Like, you know how you have like word vomit sometimes and you're just like you're going and then you don't realize it until after and then you're like, shit.
Whoops.
So that was that moment right there where I'm like, why did I just say that? Why didn't I stop myself? But I am
You're
sorry
fine.
if that got picked up, Evan. I am so sorry.
You know,
Damn.
here we are. We're still,
You have to tell me if it gets picked up because that way I can know to go into a hole and die. Like, just crawl under a rock and then never come back out.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you know, we try our best. We try our best to not be fair over here.
Oh man, that was tough. That was hard.
All right. Well, everybody, that's Kiss by Fang. I hope you guys enjoyed the movie. If you haven't seen it, please go see it. It's lots of fun. We enjoyed it and loved it. And
it was amazing.
I can't wait for the second. The second
can't wait for number 2.
No Snapchat ears. No Snapchat ears.
No.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.
Yay,
Bye. Bye.